Hi, this is Meg Larsenes with the Trucker News Channel. I'm here with Steve Bruno from Pulsar, and he's going to share some information about their exciting new technology.
Well, hi, Meg, and thank you very much. Pulsar Informatics makes a fatigue meter, which is a tool that operates off of the ELD data and analytically predicts driver fatigue risk. We don't need the drivers to wear anything or have cameras staring at them or the driver entering any data. They basically keep their logbook up to date, and we analytically predict what the fatigue risk is.
So this is a great usage of that ELD data that everybody was so worried about how it would be used, and it's great to hear that there's a positive coming out of it, one of many, I'm sure. How exactly does this work for a trucking company, and how do they put it to use?
So what we basically do is we integrate to the ELD provider through their API, and we start pulling out their log data every 15 minutes, 24 hours a day. And then we use biology and analytics to predict what their sleep pattern looks like and then what their fatigue risk is. By putting an objective fatigue score on their fatigue level, that gives the fleet an understanding of where the hot spots in their fleet, which terminals carry more risk, which drivers carry more risk, and that gives them an opportunity to really think at a more strategic level about how to coach, how to educate, and what kinds of operational tweaks might be appropriate to reduce risk and still get the job done.
And so when a company sees that there's a driver whose scores are indicating that he may be a fatigue issue, how do you recommend that they act, and take us through how that works?
Yeah, so basically our tool is intended to be an initiator to a conversation, a coaching conversation. It's not to accuse the driver of anything or punish them for being at high risk. It's to basically make them aware of it and make sure we're collectively doing what we need to mitigate the risk. So when they get the alert from our system, they engage the driver, have a safety check-in, and just listen. See if the driver feels pretty good. Has he had a break in a while? Maybe he should, and then make recommendations. Not to dictate, but to just have an engagement.
And then for companies interested in employing this data, can you share what the process is for uploading and starting to put it to use?
Yeah, so again, we'll tap into the ELD through the API. They get that data in our system where they can see all of the data about each driver, each group of drivers, terminals, locations, whatever it may be, and then they can use that to then turn around and coach.
And who are some of the companies that are using this right now?
So some of the early adopters who have been instrumental to helping us advance the technology include Maverick, JB Hunt, and Schneider, and they've been super helpful to understand what the technology is doing and think about how they can apply it in their fleets. And some of the early feedback that we've had is that it's enabled better coaching to talk about a subject like sleep and off-time use that sometimes could be a little bit tricky. This enables that kind of conversation more frequently and hopefully in a deeper level. And they've seen a reduction in critical events and accidents as well.
All right, well, great. And companies that are interested can stop by and see you at Matt's, is that right?